G'day everyone, welcome to the Opal channel. And before I get into today's episode, I just want to say another big thank you to everyone who's subscribed so far and helped getting this channel to the stage where we're going to be able to live stream soon. There's not too much going to change as such, just a lot more of it. I'm not going to start asking to subscribers and that. I haven't yet. You're all here for your own reasons, which is great. But one thing I've decided was you guys have created this live stream that will come up, and the chat that's in it will be yours. I'm going to make it a subscriber only chat. That way, people will get the hint if they want to subscribe or not, if they want to be part of it. If not, they'll move on. That's quite fine. We're all adults or old enough to understand YouTube, if you're on YouTube, and how it works. So yeah, even though I'm going on about subscribing, I won't be doing it every episode. You won't see pop-ups and all that. I just don't think you need reminding every 5 minutes. So anyway, big thank you to the first lot of these subscribers at this point that this video is coming out majorly, to have gotten this channel to where it is at the moment. So massive thank you everyone. So anyway, another subscriber parcel to cut. So this one's been sent, and I think some of it's been done, and they just wanted to have them finished off. So I haven't opened it yet. We'll get into that now. So what we got in here. Feel like Christmas, opening someone else's presents. Wow, some decent sized stones there. So I like starting small. We'll go for the small ones first. What we'll do is we'll get some water on the subject. Let's just look at these ones dry for a sec before I go wetting them. These ones are more, not chips, but just smaller pieces. So I think there's quite a bit of potential here with some of these. Though be it small, they don't look too broken up. So yeah, a bit of water. I'll reposition the camera. Okay, that's a bit better. So they're gonna look bigger than they actually are. So I'll use my fingers for size comparison. Some of these are very thin and may need just cut a stone. Some really nice colour in them though. I can salvage what I can, it's not a problem. Made a great start cleaning them up. That's pretty. Nice little stone in there. Nice bit of colour. So that'll go up that way. Whatever can come of that. Wow. Some nice coloration there. Some really thin little bits, but they can still be stones, I'm sure. They've got a decent amount of colour in them. It's like another little eye. That one's alright on the bar. That might just polish out, I think, what's left of that. Some of these may not eventuate. That's quite pretty. There's definitely potential here. A couple of little nice stones. That looks nice. Wow. It's going to have a bit of a dirty back, which you can see through the top, but it's going to have to survive that way. Just try and take these last bits of sand off the surface. Wow. I feel like with Opal I'm easily impressed. I'm always like, wow. Like that. That'll make a nice little stone. That's a bit thin. Tidy up into something thin. Just be more of a collection stone, I think. The thickness is not quite there, unless I make that into a doublet. Which probably salvage, because that is really, 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 really whisper thin. It's like as thick as my fingernail. But we'll see what happens. Green sparkle. Thing with the smaller stones, there's not too much meat in the bone to play with. This is another one I noticed. There's a bit of colour. It's stronger in person, showing up a lot wider. There we go. Nice bit of crystal. Gorgeous. Oh, we've got a bar down there. There's 2 bars there. Almost wonder what that would look like up that way. It's a bit too small to be playing with like that though. We'll have to stay this way up. Well, this will be a bit of fun. Alright, second size bagging. Oh. Nice flash of colour there. Oh, it's all over it. Wow. Unfortunately, you'd have to take off this flash on top to get to it, but that travels right in under that, both sides. So I think the stone's going to be underneath there. I'm not sure. That's a little bit nasty. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to slice that bit off the top. Wouldn't be much left of it. That's a nice bit of rolling flash. Oh wow, nice black opal there. Yep. Deep purple. Oh, there we go. Really nice flush in that. Very dark. Oh, there's a bit of red. That's in person as well. Just the camera. Damn the sand. Oh no. Swiss cheesed. As long as you can get a face out of them and they structurally hold up to be set, is the main thing with opal. You'd be surprised at what the back of a lot of stones actually look like, and you go, you spend how many thousands on that? And it's like, yeah, don't look at the back. Close back for that one setting. That'd be a nice little doublet. Ooh, cracky opal. These healed cracks, though they are healed, create weaker spots, unlike skin when it scars. These sort of scars aren't as strong. They don't, yeah, and so they do still peel and fleck along those lines. Don't be fooled. As you can sort of see there. So, working up to the bigger stones here. This is pretty cool. I like some big stones. So reshaping and fractures for these ones. Oh wow. Check that colour out. Gorgeous. That's nice. I think this one might have a fracture through here, if I'm not mistaken. Right through there. So I'll have to run a saw blade through there. Might even get a little stone off the side. So that is a very thin slither. And I'd rather run the blade on this side of the stone than this side. But that will turn out to be fantastic. I'd leave that in there. Yeah. Thin it out a bit, it's a bit thick. That's okay. Wow, pretty stone. Maybe even if I do take that out, slice through there, because there's a bit of potch right there, and that, and I could get a really nice stone over there, and a really nice stone over here. That'll be a matching pair, or matching set. What else we got? It's a bit of a carving one. This one's got a few undulated spots. Haven't done too bad a job. Chase a bit more of that sand out, but then you know it's in the pot, you'll be right. No, you're doing well with that. Well, let's see what we can do. There we go. Look at that. Pretty straightforward stone, that one. It's nice bit of meat on the bone. And this one's another part of this. Sort of material. A bit more purple in it though. Wouldn't be able to get a matching stone out of there. Oh, very similar though. What have we got here? Ooh, it's a bit of colour just under there. I think that black cap on top needs to come down a touch more to reveal a bit more of that colour underneath. A very mixed up piece, this one. Wow. Gorgeous. Golds. It does have this floor running through it by the look of it. What a shame. I'll deal with that. I'll have to study this one a bit. Let's see what I'm going to decide on that. Do I slice that out? Because that'll leave for a nice oval in there. Elongated oval. And we'll get rid of that. It's not very sightly anyway. Even though you kind of lose this corner a bit. Might be able to get another stone out of there. I really want to retain this up top though. Wow. That's what you want to see. Challenging. This will be fun. All right, now for the bigger stones. Wow, what do we got here? Oops, it's getting wet. Don't rip. Very fractured. Okay. Oh, I see. Yes, unfortunate. But there is a fantastic piece in there. Wow. Oh no. It's cracked right through underneath. Pretty sure between there and there. Oops, sorry. In there's a really nice stone though. Doesn't look damaged. Let's see what can come of these and some littler stones. God, I hope not, but yeah, I can hear it. If you can hear this. Oh, Whoop. I'm sorry. It was going to happen anyway. Look at that. Couldn't have retrieved that bit better than with a saw. So yeah, it looks like there's a little stone in there to be had. Not much left of the, oh, yeah, no. Not much left. And this side, be a stone in here. Very beautiful stone, I think. I can get around those shadow marks, run a saw blade through there, and through there. And then where I can see the end of that shadow mark under there, it's like a spiral shadow. Or is that just the surface? No, it's underneath. Has to be underneath. Yeah, so we'll slice that bit out, see what can come of that. Might be a little stone over the side here as well. Work around that. There'll definitely be a stone over here. And what do we got here? Ignore the drawings, so I can't rub them out. Just using the light to see the cracks. I see there's a nice stone over here, one over here, maybe one here or two. Maybe not there, but there. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, one over here, one over here, one over here. Wow. Well, I think we should cut one. Eeny, meeny, or two. Can't help myself. Look through here. I'll zoom back so you can all have a squiz at what I'm doing. Let's go back to there. I think that deserves a bit of attention. And that one as well. I think this one needs doing. Leave some of these till I get a better idea, and this will just be a quick video that way. A few impurities in that one. Let's get something little and bright. That looks like a stone that needs cutting. Awesome. Emerald opal. Zoom in for a bit. Gorgeous. So might be enough thickness in that little bar to get a little oval out of it. And if we can, we will. That's super bright. All right. I'll head over to the wheel. Alright, so I've picked out a couple more. I really want to cut that one. And an easy one. So we'll see what we can get out of these. This one will get sort of trimmed off a bit around this edge. Maybe a nice oval right in there. Anyway, let's get to it. There's just really is no colour up this end, this corner here, worth saving. It's alright there, but to sacrifice that little bit of dull spot, really, for a nice oval is kind of worth it. And I assume I don't mean to be rude and keep calling them, you guys subscribers. I don't want to name you just in case you don't want to be, so just for privacy I'm going to say subscriber parcels. Too close to the top. As you can see, missing out the side of that one, so it's okay to bring it in because it kind of has to have it brought in a bit. we have. So this one's going to be a really nice little oval. It's got enough meat in the bone, get a little low dome on it. It's going to be gorgeous. It's got a bit of a issue on the top. It's going to come down a little bit. It's had a bit of a nick taken out of it on the wheel, I think. Not mine. Right in the centre too. That's alright, there's enough meat in the bone, we'll get around that. This one tied it up quite well. I think whatever's left of that can come out on a stick, maybe. That'll roll out. That'll be a beautiful little gem. Just tidied this up enough to sit on a stick, basically. Just gave this one a reshape. Gets a nice little drop, triangle drop. Try and get that bottom a bit more rounded. I didn't want to waste too many carats, but I think the shape, is, you know, adds to the price. Freeform's one thing sometimes, but when you're just a little bit here and there, I think it adds more than it takes in the end. This one, it's got a bit of a cloud still over this side. That's still yet to come out, just that last bit. Bar still ducks under it. So it's going to get a nice dome over this one. I'm just wondering if I should make it into a doublet or not. I'll cut it as is to start with. I'll leave the back with options. And this one, gorgeous. Beautiful little black oval. Absolutely magnificent. The sections of colour. I'll just take this last bit of white around the edge, off on the stick. And that would be all black. I was thinking of doing the oval, but I thought, no, drop will save this tip. Saves having to cut it down. So I'll get these on dop sticks and go cut them. here we are, 6 for 6. Not too bad. Again, well, this one here is as black as that, and that's pretty much representative of that. This one's a bit lighter than that, but it's not as light as it's showing on the camera. It's grey on camera. Anyway, cute little stone. Make a fingerprint straight on it. Beautiful little flash in it. So you want to let it go to waste. Maybe an awesome little nose ring or something. A little study ring, something like that. Very flashy. A little bezel. And this one's very dark and probably a brightness of about 1. But great combination of colour, blue and red. Awesome. I don't see too many other colours in there. My hands are fogging up very quickly out here. Fogging the stone up, that is. And this one I think should be a doublet, personally. So I'm going to check with the owner of these and see if that's okay to do. Oh, I can neaten that bottom off a bit, but it just looks a bit, looks like there's issues in it. So it'd be better to take either that down a bit, clear it up, and then put a backing on it. We'll see what happens though. This one tied it up quite well. Quite a beautiful little shape. Again, my fingers are fogging it up quicker than I can handle it. Flood of colour all over. Great little shape. And I don't think it lost too many carats just reshaping it and tidying it up like that. Now it's ready to be set. It does still have just that in the bottom. I just can't get that out unless I thin the stone right down. It's like, no, it can stay. This one tied it up quite well too. Quite pleased with this one. It's a fantastic colour in it. My hands are just going to instantly fog it up. Some nice rolls of colour. Different types of pattern in there. Bit of rolling flashes and almost striations. Chaff. Yeah, there's a lot going on in that stone. It's very interesting. It's not an even textured patternal coloration, it's just, yeah, it's quite nice rolling flash on it too, like that. Gorgeous. Anyway, moving on. This one turned out quite well. It does have its dead spots, but when she lights up, wow. So I see if we can get to, there we go. So I think there's a pendant sitting up that way. It'll be very flashy. And I'd have left this on the side a bit, because by the time a bezel hug's on there, that won't show that last little bit of white, and that sort of maximizes the black sizing. So it's only just a touch, that you'll notice it. But yeah, fantastic flashes on that one. Sorry, sit and play all day. I'll play after. Anyway, I think we should weigh them. See what we ended up with. It's Some of these are quite nice stones. So starting with a little one, small but mighty. It doesn't even want to register. Let's see what we can do. Come on, anything? Looks free stone. No. Come on, tear. There we go. Yeah, it's about half a carat, if that. Come back here. Tear it again and try that again. Yeah, just under half a carat. But what's it worth per carat? About half a carat. Next one along. Two carat. 2 carat red and black. I'd have to say N1. It's got to be N1. I don't see them much blacker than that. It's that dark. So 2 carats at whatever that is per carat. We'll skip to this one. So if I was to put a price on a carat like that, it's got to be around the N3-4. It's got to be a couple $100 a carat for sure. And I'm talking like my prices, wholesale. I'm sure it's worth probably a lot more than what I say. So, yeah, 2.5 carat is $500 stone there. Not too bad. That one's sort of a grey crystal, translucenty. So it's sort of got the grey potch on the back, but it's a crystal layer over it. So you call it a grey opal. Conservatively, about 150 to 200 a carat again. So again, around 450 to 600 a carat, 600 for that stone. Which probably makes that worth probably a heck of a lot more than what I'm estimating. I love making prices up. And this one's got really nice colour. So unfortunately, the detractor for it is it's very directional. So with 2 main flashes there, and then pretty dead for most other parts of the stone. But being a very black opal, it's got to be at least in 2-3. Yeah, I'll let someone else have a guess at that one. It should be worth a pretty penny, nonetheless. So there we go. We got 3.5 carats. So for every $100 that's worth, it's 350 for every $100 a carat. So you know, if that makes it up to 200-300 a carat, then that's like nearly $1,000 stone, I suppose. Something around there. But I'm not here really to put prices on it unless I'm going to sell it, and this isn't mine, so won't be selling it today. Nonetheless, total carat weight for today's cut, including this one, it's 14.5 carats. Not too bad. So there, I'll get on with some of these other bits in another video, and I'll start with that. Sorry about my finger there. Yeah, we'll get into that in the next video or so. So I hope you enjoyed that. Cheers.